Sure. I mean, the business problems that we're trying to address with with this product specifically are the um, most specifically around any type of behavior optimization or analysis that we need to um, understand if we're solving for friction points in the user experience, especially the digital user experience, optimizing our understanding of the key drivers to success on our site. From a marketing perspective, we regularly track and report on the digital touch points that uh, they that our users interface with, especially our marketing activities, whether they're coming to our site via email, through a paid advertisement, or finding us through Google search. Um, that we primarily rely on Adobe Analytics to help us understand the effectiveness of those marketing campaigns, and as well as keep a good eye on what the client or user experience is like from a performance perspective, operationally. How well are our pages loading, and how quickly are the pages loading for them, and yeah, are they following the ideal paths or hitting certain roadblocks in their conversion journeys on each of the respective sites? Yeah, this product, Adobe Analytics, does a great job of helping us. I think it does an excellent job of outlining every step of the user journey, as well as giving a good, strong framework to work with as it relates to attribution of marketing data and marketing channels, and how where our users are coming from, how effective those marketing activities are. Sure. Adobe Analytics has room to improve in its approachability to, especially to um, less technical users, more business oriented users. There's a little bit of a learning curve in Adobe Analytics relative to some of its competitors and some of the other options out there. So it can seem a little overwhelming or daunting for newer users to onboard onto the product and take full advantage of its capabilities. It is by far the most customizable product, but that also introduces a lot of complexity that can be tricky for some people to overcome. Um, the only other area where I think Adobe Analytics could improve on specifically would be its capabilities to report on um, time between events that occur. So analytically, it excels in pretty much every area that we need it to for behavioral analytics, but except for the fact that it does not do a great job at um, visualizing or reporting on the average time it takes between any 2 points or any two events that occur on the site. 10. Um, Honestly, I've because Adobe Analytics is so customizable, I found that it is very well suited for almost any type of web digital experience tracking of behavioral analytics. It has a very robust architecture for any type of e-commerce platforms, but it is extensible and is easily adaptable to other circumstances. Like, for example, our university situation, we've been able to use it for um, student portal experience tracking. How well are they interfacing with our internal sites? How well they are working with our task submission processes? But it does a great job with managing all aspects of the key journeys, especially from a marketing perspective as well. Um, so while it might not be as out of the box for some of those other alternative use cases outside of marketing, it's extensible and customizable enough that it's been able to work really well and fill our needs. So yeah, well, being a nonprofit university, our desire for this data is to make sure we're being both effective and very efficient. We don't have a large marketing budget like a lot of for-profit institutions, so we have been able to leverage the Adobe Analytics platform to help identify areas of optimization in our marketing costs. And we were able to improve our cost per application scores by over 20% by the implementation of this platform. Uh, I've used Google Analytics, which is probably the most direct competitor to Adobe Analytics, as well as Pendo Analytics, which is a little bit more of an adjacent product. It's more focused on product analytics rather than web analytics. I've also used Localytics, which is a mobile app analytics platform, which is there. And what was the second part of the question? Yeah, in my experience, Adobe Analytics is far more full-featured and rich compared to that of Google Analytics, as well as Pendo Analytics as well. Pendo has some interesting features that it offers that Adobe Analytics doesn't, but at an enterprise level at least, or at a large organization scale, they're not critical features that are necessary. Adobe's analytics, their ability to be flexible with data in terms of ingesting data and exporting data, make it really, really suitable for environments like ours where we need to take that web analytics data and merge it with other data sets that we might have. And so that's been very effective for us. Localytics is strictly a mobile analytics platform, so it has some point level advantages, but the fact that Adobe Analytics is able to marry and kind of merge web analytics data with mobile analytics data into one kind of view of the data is a really nice feature that, in my mind, makes it superior to Localytics in general. And its Localytics reporting capabilities are far limited. I would say, from a reporting standpoint, all of the other competitors I've looked at, the reporting capabilities are just not nearly as sophisticated as Adobe Analytics. Most important features. I would I would have to say their most the most important features are, starting with its data collection, is its robust capabilities to collect data at scale in a that leaves us with high confidence in the quality and completeness of the data that we're collecting. And moving on from that, its ability to then generate in a very quick and rapid fashion uh, reports and analytics on those data that we've been collecting. Um, those are very critical, especially its capabilities around understanding attribution and reporting on the effectiveness of our efforts. I do. Yes. Yes. Overall, yes. Yes. Generally speaking, yes. It did. Yes.